Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Olympic Ultras podcast. As always, I'm Nate.
I'm Michael.
And this is the women's transfer special and preseason focus. Just like we did with the men, we're going to be going through all the announced signings and then going through their preseason results as we were aware of them. I believe they played a couple of behind closed doors and,
we weren't invited.
We weren't invited to those.
Let me just call Cam now.
Yeah. And then in the second half, we're going to get stuck into their first game, round one of the NPL Women's.
That's going to be exciting.
That is going to be exciting.
Wow.
Back in the big time. Definitely
welcome to reality.
Yeah, exactly. Massive game to kick off.
Yeah. Wow.
As always, make sure that you're following our Instagram, our YouTube, and our Spotify. So it's OlympicFC_Ultras on Instagram and YouTube, and the Olympic Ultras podcast on Spotify. Like, subscribe, comment. All that fun stuff. We do seriously love it when you comment on our videos and our podcasts.
Only the good comments.
Only the good comments. We don't like the bad ones.
No.
We do get a kick out of them. So please help us and encourage us.
Yeah, it's fun to be involved. Get involved.
It is. So get involved. Yeah. All right. So with the new signings, like I said, we're going to be talking about the announced transfers first. Of course, there are a couple more that are floating around. Yeah. Just like the men, we don't want to spoil the party too early. We don't want to put things out there.
Respect to Cam and respect to the team itself, and also respect to the club. I have no intention of doing that.
Yep. So if we haven't said your name, we do apologise. I'm sure we'll get to you when it's announced or when if the club doesn't announce for whatever reason.
But as you get to know us, we work on respect for this club.
Yep.
And it's a big thing.
Yeah. Definitely. So, as we did last time, we're going to go from back to front.
Yep, let's do it.
So number one signing is a huge one, realistically. Like when you look at her CV, is Callie Cowles. Absolutely fantastic signing. Canadian.
Goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah, right? Canadian has a CV over the last couple of years, which is legitimately a career highlight, at least looking in. I'm not sure what her career highlights look like. But
could be a highlight for her.
Exactly. 2023 hit the premiership with Lions. Beautiful, brilliant squad.
Yeah.
So absolutely incredible. Of course, to be part of that squad would be incredible.
Oh, for sure.
Moved to Mitchelton 2024, where she was immediately named captain.
Oh, well, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So like another big highlight. Yes. You've gone to a new club and you were captain
straight away. It says a lot. Big caliber of a player.
Then in 2020, yeah, exactly. And then in 2025. Moved to Brisbane City, where she won the Kappa Queensland Cup, which we all know, and the NPL Grand Final. But she's on the good side now. She's in the red and white.
Yes, she's crossed the darkness into the light.
Yep. Absolute, just a bit of a fan favorite pretty much everywhere she's gone. Yeah. A lot of people know her name around the NPL Women's.
Yeah. So glad to have her aboard. So glad to have her on board.
And we've got a number of defenders here, and we'll obviously talk about this more and more as we get into them all. Obviously, a very, very clear intent from Cam and the backroom staff to make sure that we are absolutely as solid as the back as we were last year.
Yep.
Obviously, as with any promotion run, there are. You do want to keep everyone. However, you do want to also upgrade in certain areas and make sure that you're doing.
After every season, in every club on the planet, there are casualties.
Oh, 100%.
Players move on, players disgruntled, players retire. Didn't get much of a run, they move on.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of the beast. You know, every team on the planet has those kind of scenarios, and we're no different.
Yeah. And we do obviously. Extend our respects to everyone who did move on and everything like that. And, thank you for everything they did, obviously.
And I can't thank you enough. You gave Olympic one hell of a season.
Yeah.
And, wow, what a season it was.
But, yeah, to have, number one signing come in as Callie Cowles is absolutely incredible. Such a great defender across the NPL Women's across the last 3 years. Yep. Has been in, some absolutely fantastic titles, pretty much almost everything she can in the NPL Women's.
Well, whatever she touches, it turns to gold.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really hoping that she brings that.
I think she will. I mean, she's a very talented young lady. I don't think she has one goal, and that's to do well.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly right. And she's going to achieve that first game.
I think so.
But that to add to our defensive stocks, of people like Kiz, of people like Vic, being able to add to that. And then on top of that, adding someone called Faith Stevenson involved.
Yeah.
Another big name, another massive centre-back option.
I mean, saw her play the other week. Wow.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's incredible, right? But she's had an extensive history in the NPL, not just the NPL Queensland. So she was actually in Bullion Lions in Victoria a couple of years back in 2023, has played the last 2 seasons at South United. But before all of that, in 2022, she was in the red and white. So she is an old Olympic girl.
Return to the foe, hey?
Returns.
Return to the foe.
Yeah, back into the old red and white, which is absolutely fantastic to see. But again, just another really good, smart centre back.
Yeah.
Someone who, and like South United wasn't a club that ever really got into the top. I think they snuck into the top 4 in 2024, but they didn't win a lot of those trophies. But they were always hard to break down. They were always there.
They're one of those nuisance clubs.
Yeah, exactly right. You still don't want to play them, especially at their home or anything like that.
Exactly.
And, Faith Stevenson was a lot of that.
Yeah.
So it's really good because, again, like that just bolsters our centre back options and makes sure that is going to hold tight.
Is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how much depth we have now.
Yeah, it is. And, I think the one thing that everyone's going to get used to is that back 3.
Correct.
Did see a little bit of it in the preseason games. We'll get into those in a bit. But it's mainly, it's just because Cam's style isn't everywhere. Cam is one of the few people I've seen who's really implemented it, and well.
Yes, he does.
In Queensland football. And so a lot of girls or a lot of boys who come here and try to suddenly play back 3 can be a little bit unsettling.
It is an unusual backline. Back 3.
Yeah. So
I've noticed some of the bigger clubs in Europe are using it.
Yeah. It's starting to get a bit more popular.
To a small extent.
Yeah.
So I dare say Cam's the innovator of the back 3.
Yeah. Yeah, we can say that.
We can say it.
Yeah.
But he's got the faith in the players to instigate a back 3, and that's different.
And he's obviously got the ability to train it.
Yeah,
correctly.
Anybody can play a back 3.
Yeah.
Knowing you've got the players who have the ability is a big plus.
Yeah.
So
getting more players in that area, making sure that we are completely solid at the back. Yeah. The NPL women's season is a long season. They play each other 3 times.
Yes.
It's 27 games plus the cup.
Yep.
Plus the final series at the end. So it's a long season.
That depth.
You need that depth. There's a couple of midweek games in there already put into the league season without counting the cups.
Yep.
So, you do need the ability to swap in and out. And
100%, yeah.
We need to make sure that our backline is going to be as good every week, no matter who we're swapping in and out. And I think, adding players like Faith Stevenson, adding Callie Cowles does that. Suddenly, again, it's that selection headache. I've only got 3 places to...
Yeah.
And I've got these 6 defenders to choose.
Yeah, like, where's that coin? That's what it's going to be like almost. Because I know at training, every one of those girls will be fighting their guts out for that starting position.
100%.
And that is good because, it gives Cam an excellent headache. But, and you need that. You need players going, I'm starting next week and you're not.
Yeah, 100%.
You need that attitude.
That friendly competition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, we all know. So we're moving up now. We're moving into our wing backs. We all know that Olympic loves a set of twins. And I want you to know that I tried ever so hard to look up and to present these 2 girls as 2 different individuals.
Yeah.
But Rita, I tell you, they have the exact same history. I'm not kidding. So Kylie and Monica Vecchio, I do apologize if I'm butchering that, join us from South United, where they both spent the last 3 seasons together at South United.
Sure, not one's on a clone of the other.
Kylie plays on the right wing, and Monica plays on the left.
Which you don't see or hear of, do you?
The only difference, I believe, is one, the right wing, I had to look at my notes again, Kylie. was an actual offensive right winger, whereas Monica was a left back,
right,
who can play left wing back.
Right.
And because of Cam's system, both of them are equalizing out to the wing back roles. So I believe they'll be playing their respective right and left, but they'll both be playing wing back roles.
Yes.
Again, they've both been at South the last 3 years. They're both absolutely dynamic and so good on the ball. I remember we were watching. You didn't manage to come to the Lions match because it got rescheduled.
Yes.
But we were sitting there and we're going, "Who the hell is that on the ball? That's someone. Who the hell is that on the ball?" And it ended up being Monica because we had to look it up in squad because the team list goes on.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that's one about. Oh my God. We spent a good 10 minutes just watching Monica just completely skin 3 or 4 Lions girls, pass one in. She runs down, gets the return ball, and off she goes.
Yeah, it's like she stops and goes, "Do I break this week?"
Yeah. So I did. I want you to know, I truly tried to present these 2 girls as 2 different people.
When you got a pair of players like that, you can't. Obviously the talent is equal, the mindset is equal, the ability to play is equal.
Yeah.
And it's only going to benefit everybody at the club.
Yeah. And like I said, Olympic loves a set of twins. I believe this is now our 3rd set.
I think so.
Because it was the Trevor Leals and then there was the Sunderlands.
Yes.
Funnily enough, we do have 2 Phillips. They are not related.
No, they're not. Definitely not related.
They are not related. Both fantastic, not related.
Oh, God, yes.
But yeah, so absolutely incredible players, and they're going to be absolutely lightning down, their respective wing-back positions because both of them can turn a number of players in and out.
Oh,
both of them are super quick.
Beautifully balanced, hold the ball, carries the ball well.
Yeah.
They look up, they pass. They're a gift. They're a gift.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And then a number of these signings, I'm going to get into the next one. The next one has also come from South. So a grand total of 4 signings came from South United to Olympic, which obviously devastating for South.
Oh, for sure.
However, they come across with that team chemistry in place. They know exactly who each other are, how they like to receive the ball, and how they like to move.
You can't buy enough of that chemistry in any club. You can't buy it.
And then all you have to do is teach everyone else.
Correct.
That.
Absolutely.
And if 4 of you already know in those particular really key areas, the 2 wing backs, the forward, and one of the centre backs, if you already know how they like to make that run.
And good players just fold into that.
Yeah.
Because good players can go, "I see what you're doing."
Yeah.
Move, back, move, pass, drop. I can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And just play off that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a sense of knowing, what to do and when to do it.
Yeah.
And we have a squad of intelligent girls.
Oh, we do. We do.
I mean, we saw that last season.
Yeah.
In the FQPL.
And they're only getting better.
Yeah, and they're smart thinkers, and a lot of them can read the game very well. So.
And the last one is a very young forward, has an incredible CV already, as everyone else has.
Yeah.
So this is Tia Apu. Again, I do apologize for butchering your name. Please let me know.
I'll deal with him later.
Yeah. Not again. Very, very young forward, very, very respectable CV. First senior campaign was at South United last season where she scored 14 goals in 21 appearances. However, 17 of those she started in. So if you take away those other appearances, those 4 appearances where, possibly she came on with 5-10 minutes left.
Yep.
Realistically, you're looking at 14 and 17.
Not bad ratio, is it?
That's a very good ratio.
Not bad.
That is an incredible ratio. However, the last 2 years, she was with the Lions under-23s team. In her first year of that, in 2023, she did manage to score 6 goals while they won the under-23s premiership and grand final.
Oh.
The next year, she betted her 6 goals with 26 goals.
Oh, good gracious.
As the Lions under-23s won the premiership and the grand final.
Oh, the double tiers running?
Yeah.
That's that's scary.
From that, her standout year, where she then scored 14 in 17 starts, 21 total appearances in the NPL Women's, looks incredible.
That's crazy.
That looks insane. Someone who I believe is only 20. So she was playing. She would have been 18, 19 in the under 23s team.
Yeah.
Scoring a grand total of 32 goals.
Like a true professional.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, 19 at South, we're scoring 14 goals. And again, a very respectable league full of very good strikers. And very good defenders, as we've now have acquired some. Absolutely incredible. It's a really good bolstering. It's something that we did need with one of our main strikers, Sarah Daly, moving to our promotion rivals, Capalaba, as well as Tessa Buzzo. So it was something that was obviously needed. We do have a little bit of firepower that we kept. Of course, Georgia Muir stayed, Jess stayed, Charlie stayed. So we do have, I'm sure, a lot more stayed, but they're just not coming to my mind at the moment. Strikers in particular.
I mean, and the contribution that Tessa and Sarah made was fantastic.
Oh, incredible.
But in saying that, Sarah was away for a good chunk of the season.
Yeah, there was a bit,
She was on holidays, and we still managed to perform. Nothing disrespectful against Sarah, but that shows the caliber of the team we had. Yeah. Tessa, great player.
Fantastic player.
Wouldn't stop running. Up there with Sarah, real workhorse. Sad to see them both go.
Oh, of course.
But, they want to move on and further their career with different playing styles and so forth. I wish them well. But look, they will be missed.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. And, as we said, we touched on it a little bit earlier, massive respect to all the players that helped us get back into the NPL.
Without a doubt. Without them, wouldn't have made it.
No. Their season, their contribution is set in concrete, is set in stone. So
it's there for future.
Yeah. But with the new signings, with how we're looking, again, there's more that have played that we have been impressed by.
Yeah.
But can't announce, so we don't want to break that news.
No.
With respect to Cam and the team, I think we're looking really good. I don't know how else to say that.
I mean, I've been really impressed with the game I saw the other week. I thought they were solid. They were controlling, passing well, talking to each other well, backing up well.
Yeah.
I think we'll do all right. I thought our venture into NPL would be a bit more scarier. But what I've seen, I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. I'm quietly optimistic.
Yeah.
The game. Sorry, continue.
Like I said, we're not going to be champions.
No.
Not when you got the likes of Brisbane City and some of those
and Gold Coast Knights and Lions.
Lions, probably the three best women's teams I've seen forever.
Yeah, and then there's Eastern Suburbs who
East on the fringe as well. I mean, there's some great squads out there, great women's squads. But we'll be in the mix.
Oh, I believe so.
I believe we'll be in that mix.
I was going to talk about this later, but we might as well talk about it now. What do you think the aim would be for the board? What do you think the aim would be for Cam, for the team? And what do you think the goal should be?
I think the ultimate goal, obviously, for any team that's come up is to stay up.
Yeah.
Looking at the squad we have now, if I was Cam, I'd be very happy if we were to finish mid-table, being our first year back, going against solid squads that have been in there for years. I think the board would be happy with that as well. I'd like to finish, in that top half.
Yeah,
I think we will finish in that top half.
Yeah, it's only a 10-team comp. Yeah. It's a very, very tight comp. I think, realistically, I want to say the board will be happy with surviving relegation.
Yeah.
Because staying out of that.
Should realise it's going to be tough.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. However, and I think this is what Cam's goal is, and I think, from what I've seen, the signings that we've made, and I'm cautiously optimistic, I'd like to be what's known as better than the rest, which is fifth, essentially, outside that top four. We won't quite make top four, I don't think.
Yeah.
Please prove me wrong.
Oh, I'll be proved wrong.
You can show this clip to me all day long if you prove me wrong.
Just keep on reminding us.
I do not think we'll make top four in our first season back. But I do think we'll make fifth.
Yeah. If we can get that fifth position or thereabouts and maintain our strength and our depth, signings next year.
Or even halfway through the season.
Halfway through the transfer window.
Yeah.
we've got a good chance to even be better again.
Yeah, 100%.
And who's to say that City East Knights won't have a bad run?
Yeah.
Who's to say they won't have a string of injuries?
Yeah, that's true. Anything can happen.
It's football.
Yeah.
There's nothing's written in gold in football.
Yeah.
It's just so, But yeah, I mean, I think the girls will do well. I really do.
Yeah.
What I've seen so far, I think they're good. They work together well.
Well,
I think they'll do well.
Well, let's talk about what we've seen so far. So, obviously, we went down the Lions game, which was to be a double header friendly. But the women's game got rained out. The rain or lightning more than
anything. It was
anything.
a thunderstorm and lightning, which caused the issue.
But the storm slowed down just enough for the men's game afterwards.
Yeah.
I think there was about 15 minutes of the women's game, and then that got replayed the Monday afterwards.
Following Monday, which was the public holiday.
Was it a public holiday? Was it just a normal Monday? I can't remember now.
No, I can't remember.
It doesn't matter.
But anyway, yeah.
So because of the late rescheduling, you couldn't go.
No.
So I went along, and we held out so well. That first 15 minutes that you saw at Goodwin Park, the rest of the match was very much like that.
Mm-hmm.
We held out really, really well. There was a lot of... got a little bit feisty in there. I think the referee probably pulled himself into a corner by going, I'm not going to give a yellow card because it's a preseason match. And then it just got feistier and feistier and feistier.
You've got to lay the law down straight away.
Yeah, exactly right.
You lose control.
These people know what they're doing. Yeah. These players know what they're doing. If it's over the line, it's over the line. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute. It doesn't matter if it's a preseason.
That's it.
Put the law down. Anyway. And it was pretty much two classic Lions counterattacks.
Mm.
The Lions women's counterattacks are just absolutely fantastic. They flow so well, and they've almost scored before you know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, it's just gone, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there were a lot of times where, we were just absolutely fantastic, and we were playing them off the park, and it just didn't quite accumulate into a goal. Tia wasn't playing that game. I don't think Jess was playing that game either. I believe Charlie was up front.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Charlie, but in my opinion, she's not a number 9.
No, she's not.
Not a natural number 9.
Charlie works well in midfield.
Yeah, she works well.
That's where she's best.
That line behind that 10 or passing and moving the ball through. Well, needs must sometimes. But we had a couple of really, really good opportunities. Again, against one of the best sides.
Yeah, exactly right.
In the league.
So you really can't look into it as we lost.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a great learning lesson.
Yeah.
And if we come away by learning only a couple of things, we've done our job.
Well, then we went and played Gold Coast Knights. That same week, it was like the Thursday afterwards.
Yeah. Which
is such a rough turnaround.
Yeah, big turnaround, yeah.
For, again, one of the best teams in the NPL Women's at the moment.
Goodness gracious.
And that, well, obviously you went to that one as well. Yep. You did see that one. That was very, very similar.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Absolutely fantastic. It was hard fought.
Yep.
There was one particular moment where our passing game was so crisp and beautiful, and we went through them completely like butter. We lost the ball, but we had desperation to get it back.
Yep.
And then was it Laney who smacked it against the crossbar?
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
I know, right.
It was such a beautiful passage of play that really promises and shows exactly where we're about to be. Where we're not quite there, but about to be there.
Yep. Only a few steps off the mark.
Yeah. Gold Coast Knights, I felt like sort of strong arms the goal in the end, and it really didn't seem like they wanted to go back to Carrara without something.
Yeah.
Which, understandable. But yeah, again, very much similar to the Knights game. A really, really strong performance, a really resolute performance. Yep. A lot of the girls showed off a lot of their talents. Absolutely fantastic.
So it was two games, both lost 1-0.
Yeah.
Against two of the powerhouses.
Yeah.
Of this competition.
Yep.
For a team that's come up from FQPL 1.
Yep.
What does that tell you?
Yeah, exactly right. And I think if you cast your mind back to last season, Cam did the same thing to them. Yes, we're in FQPL 1, but we only played NPL squads.
Yeah.
In preseason. We lost like all of them, but That wasn't the point. The point was
The results doesn't matter.
Exactly. It's preseason. Who cares?
It does not matter. It's learning players' positions. It's learning their roles. It's learning their good and their bad habits. It's learning where they fit in.
Yeah.
It's learning communication.
Can you have a good 5, 10, 15 minutes in
That's
this
what it's
match?
about.
And then it's about making everyone's good 15 minutes last 90 and together.
Correct. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's where Cam, again, good technician, very good head on his shoulders.
Yeah. It
just
definitely
amazing
excels in
man. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to say we have two of the best coaches in the league. Seriously.
I'd probably agree.
You know, when you think of what they're doing, amazing.
Yeah, I would probably agree. Not at all hint of biasness in that.
Oh, of course not. No, not at all.
No.
Far from it.
Coming back to the big time, they could not have made it easier. It's against Eastern Suburbs.
I know, right? Thanks very much. Did we lose a bet or something? What happened there?
Now, this game will be on the 7th of February at 7 p.m. at Heath Park. So, unfortunately, our first game's away.
Yeah.
But Olympic fans will remember quite well the last time these two locked horns, because that was the match that at Goodwin Park we won the semi-final of the Queensland Cup, coming from behind 2-1 in the most unlikeliest of odds.
Yeah, that was one of the highlight games. Mind you, there was many highlight games, but that was one of the highlight games of last year.
I feel like you could write up every single result from last season and pick it out of a hat. Like we had that many highlight games.
Amazing match.
But that was such an incredible moment.
Yeah.
I felt like a lot of the season worked towards that moment. Of course, we won the league and everything like that afterwards, but I feel like that was when we really hit the golden era of our season. That was when we hit.
It's almost the pinnacle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an absolutely fantastic game against one of the best opponents.
Oh yeah.
In Queensland, because NPL obviously being the pinnacle of the state.
What disappointed me about that game is I heard rumours a couple of days later going, but East had some of their best players out.
Yeah, so did we.
But yeah, so did we. But remembering East have a good squad. They have depth.
100%.
You can't just go, their players out.
Yeah.
Get a grip, pull your head out.
You got to play the game.
You got to play the game regardless.
Yeah.
We were the better team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But this one obviously going to be a very, very different game.
Of course.
Than that Queensland Cup semi-final.
Yes, we're now on equal level.
On equal level, the emotion will obviously still be a part of it, but won't be as hard.
No.
The crowd really rose in that semi-final.
Yeah.
Everyone got behind it.
Yeah.
It got, it was really big and rowdy. I remember watching it, I think, 2 or 3 times the week afterwards. On FQT.
And I did know, touching on crowds, I digress just slightly. Some of the crowds at that women's game attracted
across the season.
The latter half of the season
Was fantastic.
Especially at home.
Yeah.
Was fantastic. And please, turn up.
Please
for
turn
the home
up.
game
Please come.
Coming up in a couple
Please
of weeks.
come back. Please bring the girls.
Oh, my goodness.
Bring
the
your kids.
crowd was amazing.
Yeah.
It seemed as if all of a sudden people realised, we've got a good women's squad.
Yeah.
And they want to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was so heartening. And as a fan, we've gone to games and there's been you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah. you know?
Yeah.
And just look around and turn and see all these faces. Wow.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic to see. And it is really good to see that the women's game is getting more and more and more popular and, more supported and people are turning out more. I think we're really close to a golden era of women's football again.
I think so too.
Especially after the Women's World Cup in 2023. We're still seeing that ripple effect from it.
Yes, we are.
Fantastic tournament, by the way.
More girls are playing every year.
Yeah.
Young girls from 6 upwards who are joining squads and just want to be part of the game.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Actually, I'm going to digress really quickly and talk about something that's not Olympic at the moment. Did you see Chloe Berryhill Nielagazo has retired?
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
That is so sad.
Understandable, but sad.
Oh, 100%. I believe she recently incurred another injury, which took her out of it.
That's what you get when you're a good player, because people hack you down.
Yeah, exactly. But a little bit of a personal story. Yeah, we're going to go for a little bit of story time. This episode's not long enough anyway.
So we're going to draw.
You and I saw 9 matches of the Women's World Cup.
Yes.
We saw all 8 in Brisbane, including the third place playoff, which was played the day before the final. And then we decided to fly down to Sydney for the final.
Saw the final.
Fantastic. If it ever comes back, I highly recommend doing that.
Do it. Great.
Absolutely brilliant time, and just the absolute emotional roller coaster of coming home from the third place playoff to find that, and they're still doing this, I guess, the flight was cancelled.
Yeah. Yes.
Having about 3 hours of sleep, knowing that we needed to get up and organize that and try to figure it out. Finally getting on the phone, finally getting our flight rescheduled, deciding to get there early as we always do.
Yeah.
And you and I sitting there talking just absolute garbage like this,
Like
just without microphones.
Yeah, about football.
And we look over and we go, is that Chloe Lagazzo?
Isn't that Chloe? It looks like Chloe.
It looks like Chloe.
No, don't go over and say hello.
Don't go over. She's she wants to be left alone. And I went,
I think she was reading or listening to headphones.
Yeah. I went, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go ask for a photo. So I went and asked for a photo, and she was kind enough to oblige that. She then took out her headphones, and I said, "Oh, are you okay for a chat?" She's like, "Yeah, I love a chat."
Yeah.
And we spent the next hour before
chatting to Chloe Lagazzo.
Oh
my goodness! Huge moment in my supporters' career,
which was absolutely fantastic.
And I couldn't ask for a nicer person. She answered all our questions. She talked about different things. It wasn't a problem.
No, she was so genuine. She was so kind.
She told ego. I loved her so much for that.
She didn't hide behind being polite or kind. There was we asked some very pointed questions in some moments, and she told us
answers.
She told us exactly what she thought.
And I have so much respect for her.
Yeah, she was. Don't get me wrong. She was always one of my favorite players.
Yeah,
but she definitely became my favorite player, and I definitely made sure that I followed almost all news of her impending return to the Matildas afterwards. So it is with heavy heart that she does retire. But
very sad, and I wish you all the best for your future.
Yeah, me too. And I'm hoping that you stay in the commentary game, or at least the presenter game.
Great.
She was fantastic across the World Cup.
Yeah, done a brilliant job.
But yeah, and
yeah.
Just wanted to touch on that because that was obviously a favorite memory of ours, and
certainly was
Chloe. And it's sad to see that she's.
You ever in Brisbane, Chloe? Look us up.
Yeah,
we'll be at Olympic.
Come to an Olympic game.
Come to an Olympic game.
Come to an Olympic game. We got flags. We got banners. You can hang out with us and chill with us the entire game. But we digress. We're good at this.
We are good at that.
This is episode 3, and we've already waffled on at least 2 of them.
Oh well, they get useless by now.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I can almost feel the eyes turning going, oh, it's them 2 again.
If you are still listening.
Wake up.
That is the Eastern Suburbs game in the National Premier League Women's Round 1.
Doesn't that sound good?
It sounds absolutely fantastic. It is where we belong.
Bloody hell.
7th of February at 7 p.m. at Heath Park. So if you can, make sure you get down there. Unfortunately, I think we'll be at the Redlands game.
Yeah. It's one of those moments you got to choose one, and it's very hard to be in the same 2 places at once.
Yeah, the Redlands game was originally meant to be Friday. We got really, really excited, but it's moved to Saturday. It's a cup game, so we do want to go to that one, but we will 100% there for the next one, which we'll talk about next week, which will be their first home game.
Yes.
Which I'm very excited about.
I want every man his dog at that game.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Olympic does something really, really big for that home game.
Same.
A real big hard launch of us returning to the big time. So that'll be absolutely fantastic. But so make sure you turn up. Eastern Suburbs, not too far away. Make sure you get down there and support the girls. And as always, when you're traveling away, make sure you buy something from the canteen. Thank you very much. And until next time, go Olympic.
Go Olympic. Take care, guys.